gotta fix this. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel again. Happy names, and it's gonna be story time. Just did a start side of this video. I talked about Fenty, and today is gonna be a story time. And I was debating on if I was gonna do the story time on how I lost my virginity, or about dealing in an abusive, toxic relationship. Now, the first one I felt like is probably a bit too explicit for right now, so I'll just talk about the second one, which was dealing and being in a toxic and abusive relationship. Okay, so I am 20, and remember when I did videos about dealing with depression and loneliness and dealing with a bad breakup and all of that. If you look in my story time, I told you guys I will eventually talk about this. I'm so nervous. Talk about this. Okay, so I'm 22 years old. I met this person when I was 19. My first relationship. This is the person I lost my virginity to, and you know, all that good stuff. Fell in love, everything just went by so fast. It started, I mean, it wasn't bad from the jump. I would say, like, the arguments started, like, first it just started being like just arguing, and we just always getting upset with each other, and the arguments were very bad. Like, we were like out on the street, like yelling and being loud and being crazy and all of that stuff. That was like a month or two in, and I knew, like, a lot of times I knew from the jump. I'm like, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. This might not work. This is too bad. This is toxic. And I stayed in it for over a year, until it got worse and worse and worse, until it got physical. And that's usually how, it goes. And I'm not putting all the blame on him too. Like I said, it was a toxic relationship, so both sides played a part. I was also an aggressor in a lot of situations, but he was very aggressive. Yeah, it's not funny. It's not. But I laugh to, like, not cry or not because it was painful. So I laugh so it doesn't feel so painful. I guess that's part of my coping mechanisms or whatever. After the yelling and the arguments and the not trusting each other and all of that stuff, you guys watch the movies. It's kind of like how it is in the movies. It's usually how it is in real life. It went on and it went on, and he was like very manipulative, and would make me feel like if I didn't do certain things that I wasn't being a good partner, and why I can't do this for you and you would do this for me. Just like things like that to make me feel like I had to do things, or I had to do that because I'm not being a good partner. And I had to realize, like, no, I'm being manipulated. Like, so much things, like so much money, like this, mind you, this guy was like 2 years older than me. I wasn't even working at the time. I had a little side hustle, side business on Poshmark, and I was giving him mad money, maxed out my fucking $10,000 credit card that he was said that, oh, I'm gonna help you pay back to this day. I'm still paying it back on my own, but it's good though, halfway through. The whole lot of shit that I dealt with. And then, like, the last point was when, man, it's so much stories. It's so much. I remember one time he left me in his fucking crib to go, like, fucking upstate or drive hours away, and I'm like, mind you, I hopped in an Uber because he was going through some stuff. He ain't know when he was moving out, so he was about to get evicted or some shit like that. So I hopped in an Uber. I went all the way over there, and then as soon as I go over there, he's like, oh, he's leaving because he's got to do a meetup, or he got to do something to get some money real quick, But he going all the way upstate, and I could come if I want to. I'm like, boy, I got class in the morning, I got school, like, I'm college educated, I'm trying to get a career and all of that, I ain't going all the way upstate, I got class, I can't miss class. So he left me right there in his crib, and I was there for hours and hours and hours and hours. And then the times, I mean, I'm not gonna front. The first few times when it was physical, it was me. It really was me. And I would just be pissed off, and I would just hit that motherfucker. And he would tell me like, "Don't hit me, because if I hit you back, you're not gonna like it." And he never ever did hit me back. He never did. Until that day when that happened, but he never did. I did get physical with him, I think 3 times I could remember. And then after like the third time, I was like, okay, I can't be putting my hands on people. I cannot do this. So I was definitely wrong for that. That's why I said it's on both ends. We were both toxic. We were both bad. And then that day, now this day, like, I will never forget this day. Like, I would never forget this day. We got into an argument. I was driving his car. We got into an argument, and I was in the driver's seat, and I kept telling him, I'm like, yo, I want to get out this car. Like, I don't want to drive anymore. I don't want to drive anymore, because he was just making me so tense and so, like, anxious, and so that I just couldn't drive. I couldn't focus. I couldn't concentrate. Couldn't pay attention. I'm like, if I keep driving this car, we're going to crash. Like, let me pull over. I gotta get out this car. I gotta get out this car. He's like, and he was like forcing me not to pull over. Don't pull over. Don't pull over the car. Keep driving. Celine, listen to me. Da 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 da. And I'm like, no, like, I really need to stop. So like he kept yelling at me. I'm like, I'm about to pull over. He was telling me not to. So we're at a red light, and I literally was like, fuck this shit. I stopped, I put the car in park, and I took my seatbelt off. He was like, if you move, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, he told me that. I'm like, you need to come in this car, because I can't drive no more. I kept telling him. Oh, said his name. I have to cut that out. I was like, you come in this car, because I cannot drive anymore. Like, went in the back seat. Nobody was behind us, but he flipped. He completely flipped. He told me to get the fuck out the car. I was like, I'm not going. Mind you, I drove all the way minutes from home. I couldn't even catch a fucking Uber, because I was so far. It was no miles and miles away from home. Wasn't no single up there or anything like that. Yeah, he flipped out. He attacked me. He started punching me, hitting me, picking stuff up to hit me with. He started picking a broomstick. I thought he was gonna hit me. Oh my god. With the broomstick. Started attacking me in the back seat, in the front seat, scratches, punches, yelling, screaming. Like, it was a full on attack. And then he threw me out his car. And then he drove off. Then I was bleeding, walking like, oh, I'm reliving this. I hate reliving this, because it's just like, damn. Walking, feeling like one of those damn girls from the fucking movies who just got beat. And I'm just like, this is not my life. This is not my life. And I started crying. I tried to get an Uber, and I couldn't get no fucking Uber. Like I told you, I wasn't no damn single. So then I'm like, oh my god, I can't get an Uber. I don't know what I'm about to do. I'm so far away from home. I can't even call for a damn taxi. Like, I'm really in White Town. Like, I'm really in a town where it's like, not racist people up there. No shade, but that's what it was up there. And I was dead scared too, because I heard like you can't be in those towns past a certain time of night. Then he sees me. He turns around. He sees me. He picks me up in his car like a dumbass. I get in the car, but then I was like, shit, I got no ride home anyway. I'm just like, let me get in the fucking car and get this ride home. I didn't speak in the car at all. Blood dripping from my mouth. I'm spitting the blood out the car. You know what he told me? I will never forget that. That's what like made me. He said, don't let the blood get on my car. After you just attacked me, punched the shit out of me, all of that, you gonna tell me not to let the blood get in your car? That shit hurt. Like, that shit forever hurt me. And I got home and I had to act like nothing happened. With scratches on my face, bruises on my face, cuts on my neck. I had to just try to hide it. When my mother, she did see me, she asked me what happened. I had to just say I cut myself. I scratched I couldn't tell her. I eventually did tell her, because I confided with my mom with everything. But yeah, that was my toxic relationship. We have since been separated for, scroll back. Got home, whole 9 yards. I love you, da 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 da, this, that, blah, blah, blah. We weren't even together at this time. We had been broken up for months, but we were just still seeing each other, but we were broken up. Dumb. But now, that's done and over it. Your boy is single. I haven't seen him in literally months. Almost is gonna be probably gonna be a year in like August. And I've been single for like 2 years now. And I'm not rushing anything. Whoever comes into my life, it's gonna be meant to, and I'm gonna know that person is right. You feel me? And that's just pretty much my story. That's it. Thank you guys for listening and watching. And if you have any stories or anything you want to let me know, just comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Happy News is over and out. Peace. I hope this video wasn't all sad and depressing, because I don't want it to be like that, because I'm not sad or depressed. I'm happy memes. Alright, peace out, y'all.